Hello everyone, this is Ralph and we're back. Today we're going to show you how to set up your Google Calendar and sync it directly to your Android smartphone. As you notice here, this is actually my personal Android smartphone. However, all Android operating systems pretty much run exactly the same. And now on your phone directly, if you look on the bottom of your phone, you're going to see a little menu tab or a little arrows pointing down. We're going to go ahead and select that. And once we select that, it's going to pop up this menu here. We're going to go ahead and click on Settings. Once the settings load, if you notice here on the mid section, it says Applications and Accounts and Sync. We're going to click Accounts and Sync. If you notice here, we already have some Google accounts set up, so let's create a new one. And we're going to go ahead and select Google, since it's our Google Calendar we're syncing. Brief disclosure here, if you want to read. And then we're going to go ahead and click on the Next tab. And since we already have a Google account created, we're going to go ahead and click on the Sign In link. Once that loads, we're going to go ahead and type in our personal email address here, as well as our password. So let's get that entered. And once you're done, just go ahead and click on Done on your keyboard. And then we're going to go ahead and click on Next. Now, the sync might take up to a minute to sync with your calendar depending on your connection rate. Once it syncs, it's going to give us options to sync contacts, Gmail, and calendar. We want to make sure all three are selected. As you can tell, it's in the process of syncing. We're going to go ahead and go back to our home screen, and we're going to click on our calendar. Now, once again, it might take up to a minute or two for it to sync completely, but once it does, it's going to automatically default to a month view, as we can see here. We're going to click on the menu tab, and we're going to select on the right-hand side, More. This gives us the option to see more calendars or settings. We're going to go ahead and work on our Settings tab. Once we have our settings up, it gives us the option to set alerts and notifications, as well as ringtones and default reminders. So let's pull up the alerts. We'll leave the alert tab on, which means it'll give us an alert via sound, and you can click on ringtones to kind of toy with what kind of sound you like. Once you have that selected, make sure you have vibrate automatically selected in case your phone is on silent. And now we're going to pull up default time reminders. You can put 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour, whichever you're comfortable with. And then we're going to go back to the calendar. Let's click back on the menu tab again. And we're going to go ahead and select, let's go ahead and click on More again. And we're going to go ahead and take a look into My Calendars. This gives us the option to view additional calendars if you have, let's say, your partners give you access to their accounts. We have Lori here, so we're going to select Lori's calendar in blue. And if we go back to our calendar, you can see my calendar in red and compared to Lori's calendar in blue. You can do that with your personal calendars as well as your family calendars. We're going to go ahead and click back on the menu bar. And now we're going to enter in an event. The where in our subject line, we're going to go ahead and enter in an AT1 with Susie Q and her phone number here. And now we're going to go ahead and enter in the date and time information. And the time on your Android phone, you can select within a couple minutes, but if you do it online, you can only select within brackets. Now we're going to put the where information as to the location. We're going to go ahead and let's put the Pasadena branch. And remember this address correctly. And now we're going to go ahead and give an invitation over to a partner manager. For this sake, we're going to go ahead and send an invitation to Randy Way. Once we click Done, when we're entering our event, it will automatically email Randy's Google Calendar informing him that he will be invited to this event, and it will actually add it onto his calendar. And there you have it. This has been a simple way to add an event to your calendar and syncing it onto your Android smartphone. For further tutorials, we're going to show you how to set up your iPhone as well as BlackBerry, and then we're going to show you how to set up your entire district to reflect onto your Android phone, which is going to be an amazing concept for us to use. For any further help or suggestions or tips, please email me back at ralph.romero@avon.com.